What's going on, Plague Stunners? Today, the bros are back at it again. We're going to be talking about how to get into the car scene, how to do it the right way.
We be seeing you guys coming off of TikTok just building some weird cars, man. You guys just be doing it wrong, so we're going to go through kind of the fundamentals of building a nice car and kind of how to get into the scene.
Yeah.
All right, so there are two fundamental things that you need to do when starting your build. We have suspension, coilovers, and wheels.
So we're going to talk about suspension here. So there's really three options for getting into lowering your car if we're talking about low cars here. So there's lowering springs. That's going to be your cheapest, probably semi-easy option. There's going to be coilovers, and then there's going to be bags. But if you're looking for bags, you probably don't need to be watching this video.
True.
So first, let's talk about lowering springs. Lowering springs, you can get yourself a pretty decent set for around $200, right? And that's going to be replacing the actual spring on your factory strut and spring assembly and dropping your car maybe an inch or two. The only downside to that is that you cannot adjust the ride height once those are installed. And then coilovers, tell me about coilovers, Devin.
All right, so coilovers pretty much replace your whole strut, and coilovers are probably the most universally used. They're
Bang for your
probably the most popular. And the great thing about coilovers, me and Kyle are both on coilovers, BC Racing. They're good. You can adjust them, so you can adjust your ride height.
Easily adjustable too.
Yeah, not hard. And also BCs are nice because you can also adjust your dampening, so you can adjust how stiff your springs are.
Yes. We have a list of bad coilovers not to buy. Number 1 is Raceland. Number 2 is Max Speeding Rods. Those are going to be in the $200 to $300 range. You're going to see them on eBay, right? If we're talking about, money here, that's going to be your cheapest option. But if you want to put your money into a better type of coilover, I would recommend True Heart, Rev 9, Godspeed, Tyne, all those $400 to $600 coilovers. And if you're really trying to get crazy with it, get some BCs, some Fortune, any coilover by 326. All of that.
The third suspension option was bags. Tyler's going to give you guys the rundown on those because he's quite informed, because the little guy is afraid of being static.
You guys all know what bags is. You press the button and they lift up. It's not for the pores. I know these two.
Not for the cool.
Hey, we spend more because we be breaking those parts.
Yeah, let me know when you break apart. But okay, so anyway, bags, that. Big thing here. A lot of people, probably a lot of you guys, are deciding to choose wheels before you put suspension or coilovers or any type of lowering on your car, right? I just want to let you know that you look very goofy rolling down the street on stock ride height with aftermarket wheels. If anything, you would look super cool if your car is bodied on stocks. If your car is dragging like Devin's, right? Even though his fitment's bad, right?
Bad.
He's lower than most people that claim static. He's very low, and that's okay because he did that before he got wheels.
Yeah.
Wheels are coming though. True.
All right, leading into the next topic will be wheels and fitment.
All right, so we have three main types of fitment. All right, we have tuck, fender to lip, and your track fitment. All right. So I personally really like tuck. A lot of the big body cars look very good with tuck fitment.
I personally like the fender to lip because it's harder to achieve.
It definitely is.
You got to work for it, but
Yeah.
tuck is good. Tuck is good for specific vehicles like Kyle's Lexus for sure.
Yeah.
But
We're getting there.
fender to lip. So, Devin.
So Tyler and I, we achieved nice fender to lip on his car. So when he airs out, the rear especially is just, the fender is perfectly flush, and it literally goes all the way down and hits the rim of his wheel.
Sucks into that crevice.
Yeah. It seats really nice.
A clip right here.
Yeah, seats nice to the rim of the wheel.
Yeah.
And once my wheels come in, I want to do the same, but I'll be static, so it'll be a little bit harder, and it'll be
It'll be a little cooler.
Yeah.
So the tuck. Tell them more about the tuck. tell them what
Just
that
about the
means.
style of
Yeah,
it?
just
Or?
tell 'em- yeah.
All right, so your wheel is basically just in the wheel well. It is tucked under the fender, and it is just quality in my opinion.
All right, so this is how you explain that. Here's the fender, here's the wheel. It goes and tucks inside. So really, those styles of fitment are personal preference. What's the worst style of fitment though?
What I have right now.
Yeah, but I was going for the stock ride height on aftermarket wheels.
That's bad.
That's
too.
bogus. Don't do that.
All right, so when it comes to kind of the wheel purchasing, just make sure before you purchase, it's one of those things where you really just need to do a lot of research to see what fits your car well. And big way to like kind of get that figured out is talk to people who have built your car.
Yeah.
Talk to people who you like the fitment they have and ask them their specs. Some people don't like giving away their specs.
Which I can
Because
respect. I
Makes
get
sense.
that.
It makes sense.
It's
yeah.
going to be your best resource, though.
But
asking
that-
the people before you.
That being said, the gatekeeping thing Devin just touched on, you can also figure it out yourself with,
Yeah.
a ruler and a tape measure and
Yeah.
some calculations.
Yeah.
So,
But if you go about it respectfully and you ask people what their specs are, they'll most likely give it to you. There's a couple different websites that are really killer for helping you out with fitment. TireStretch.com and Will They Fit.
we'll put them in the
We'll
description.
throw them in the description. Will They Fit? Yeah, so it's for fitting your wheels to tires. It's like comparing sizes. It's a great website. And then Will They Stretch? It's great for, you can see examples of different size wheels or different size tires on different size wheels. Good thing to know, not many people know about, is what offset is. Offset's just where your hub sits. So I personally, my wheels have negative offset. These guys can't relate, but their wheels are still cool.
Devin, speaking of wheels, all three of us are proud owners of real
Authentic.
Japanese
Non-red.
And here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
You don't need to break the bank to have cool wheels. All
But
right.
it is a flex.
It's a flex, but you don't need money to ball. I got my wheels for a pretty good deal. They're just the Advan SA3s, and honestly, I think they look pretty good on my car.
I think they look great. And that's a thing. The reason he got such a good deal on those is because we know people in the car scene that allowed him to get such a good deal on that. And that's another big thing, is knowing local people, right? And
sure.
if there are no local people, become that local person that people know. I really think a community in the car scene is a really big thing, and it can get you farther than you might be able to get by yourself. Wheel brand, it really is a big thing. So a lot of you guys on TikTok are like, you're all supporting reps, you're all rocking JNCs. All right, let me get this straight.
There's a big clash right now on TikTok.
If you own JNCs, that is probably like the most distasteful thing you could possibly do to your car. JNC XXR, really just garbage wheels like that. Just absolutely terrible.
Terrible.
If you're gonna get reps, if you're gonna be cheap like that, get ESRs. I'm not saying ESRs are, I don't know, any better, but they might be a little bit better, and it might be a little bit smarter to put your money into ESRs. Better wheels you can buy. So we got Advan, we got BBS, we got Work here.
We be balling.
We be balling,
I personally really like Weds.
Weds,
They're
Kyle
one
likes
of my
Weds.
favorites.
Yeah, all of the top wheels, Rays, Volk, anything. All those top class wheels. We're gonna throw up this little pyramid. And again, like Kyle was saying earlier, used wheels, Facebook Marketplace. I'm not talking about a used set of JNCs. I'm gonna bring it up again. I hate JNCs. I'm talking about a used set of NKs, something like that. A used set of BBSs. BMW, a lot of their BBS or just BMW made wheels come in incredible spec, and you can get them for pretty cheap.
Yeah, if you actually take a little bit of time and look around, you will find something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Graham lights are pretty cheap, authentic wheels.
Those are dope. I like Graham
I love
lights.
Graham lights, yeah. Very common, but for good reason.
Yeah.
RPF 1s, yet again, very common, but for good reason.
They're good. They're basic.
They're very basic. You wanted RPF 1s for a minute.
They're pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're lightweight. they're good for function. But yeah, anything on Facebook Marketplace, anything on Craigslist, just start scouring and you'll find a nice set of wheels like Kyle did with his SA3.
And if it's a name you haven't heard, ask somebody. It's gonna be your best friend in the situation of literally anything you do to your car. If you're looking at buying wheels, I was at one point gonna get JNCs. I was looking at some, and I talked to Tyler, and Tyler's like, "Hell no,
Don't
those are
get JNCs.
garbage." And then now I got worse. So
Now he has worse.
So it really flipped. So just talk to people. That's your best ally.
Yeah, other people's influence will help you.
Yep. I knew nothing about wheels and suspension till this guy taught me, and now I just be knowledgeable.
Just be knowing.
I'd be like, I don't know, and be knowing.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a quick segment about camber. So camber's it's great for if you're really trying to achieve really nice, perfect fitment. I have quite a lot of natural camber on my Civic, and that's the truth. But yeah, so camber just basically gives your wheels tilt. And, you can go two options. Either it'll be like not too much camber, making you look nice, or you can go hot boy and just
crank
tilt the hell out of it, and then you'll have 10-inch wheels riding on about 3 or 4 inches of your tire.
It's pretty crazy.
The stepped-on Hot Wheel look goes crazy.
Definitely, and we'll insert a little picture here.
Yeah, we'll throw some
vehicles.
Stancy pants. Yeah, really, camber is needed for looks, everything, and performance. But
True, it does have a performance side of it.
To an extent.
Who cares
To an
about-
extent.
I guess
what's
like
performance?
let's just say those two mods, right? Suspension
Yeah.
and wheels. The suspension and wheels really is gonna make or break your build. Even though this sounds kind of shallow, that is, what would you guys say? 80%.
80% of the build.
80%
give
of
or
your
take.
entire build. If you decide to paint it or you decide to tint it, that's not gonna matter if you have weak fitment. If your car's not low.
It is very important.
All it's
very
about
important.
is the fitment, in our opinion, because we just be those hot boy stance boy.
Yeah, these track guys don't care about it.
Yeah.
But
All right, we will dip into performance, I guess. For me, my Volvo has quite a few performance upgrades. Devin's Civic, it do be boosted. We're still about that stance life, but exhaust, right? That's a pretty cheap, easy mod, and it's something that a lot of people do before wheels and coilovers, which is thumbs down. I say you do it around all three of them around at the same time if you can. But yeah, keep it humble, keep your exhaust humble. If your car sounds bad, if you have a single cam Civic, don't just let the exhaust shoot straight out of the motor.
yeah, that's where I was. I kept my car like very quiet, kept everything on the muffler, the cat. I kept everything on because I was just worried of how bad it would sound. And then once I got my turbo, I knew it'd make it sound a bit cooler because turbo noises are cool. So now that I have a turbo, that's the only reason that I feel comfortable driving around with a louder car is because I can make cool whistling noises and whatnot.
Louder as in no exhaust at all.
Yeah, louder as in straight off the
Straight off the
turbo. And it can destroy your car if it sounds like garbage.
Like if I see a G35 rolling down the street,
Blue wheels.
say it has blue wheels and maybe like a really nasty wing and it just sounds terrible, it's like, it sounding terrible was probably the cherry on top of the garbage. I don't know, what do you always say? Don't show it till you stay down till you're up.
Stay down till you're up.
Maybe
Facts.
stay quiet. Staying down
Quiet till you're
valid.
Just don't try to get people to gawk at it if it's nothing special.
you're gonna make a fool of yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So after all this previous stuff is kind of complete, you're gonna be wanting to alter kind of cosmetic side of your car, whether that's changing the color of your car or adding garbage. Don't add garbage.
Don't add garbage.
No wings, no nothing. Just
Hey, you got something against wings?
no. Maybe later on. Later on, once your head's
Yeah,
on a little
absolutely.
bit more straight.
Once you're
But
finalizing.
for changing color of your car, two options: paint and wrap. Wrap has gotten a lot more popular, and there's plus sides and downsides to both. Clearly, paint's gonna last longer, and it's just gonna look glossier and a little bit more clean. But
Quite a bit more.
yeah, but wrap for the price is a lot better.
Well, I like paint because it is much more durable. It can last decades. But a good point that Tyler was making earlier, maybe it was Devin, is if you do want to change the appearance of your car, which you most likely will want to, it's definitely good to get a wrap because, again, it is half the price of a paint job or even less.
I don't know. I'm on my second wrap of this year. Past 365 days, done it twice. And I like doing that because my car doesn't look like it did 6 months ago.
Exactly.
And I don't know. If I could afford paint, I would probably paint my car something crazy like green and just keep it forever. But
I definitely think that you're not going to get the same look, though.
yeah.
You get what you pay for.
We're going to wrap Devin Civic here.
True. We're gonna do it ourselves. Give it a shot. See how it goes.
If we need help, we might get Brendan to come help us. Maybe with the hard parts like the bumper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's smell.
Yeah.
The basics of like getting a Honda Civic wrapped. Like if it's that easy, if two people who've never wrapped before can do it, then anyone could really.
I mean, as seen in the previous video, I feel like
That's
Devin and I had a decent job taking Tyler's dusty old wrap off the top of the Volvo and throwing it on Devin's EG. So
Non-cleaned roof.
yeah,
It lasted
with our
what?
dirty hands.
Like a week.
Like a week, yeah.
And at the end of the day, all cars have potential. It doesn't matter really how outlandish it really is.
Absolutely.
You can make it work. you know?
Yeah.
So
Say, even if you think you have the ugliest car ever, say you have 2006 Toyota Camry, base model. Wheels and coilovers. There you go. It's a build. It's beautiful. I would snap neck at it all day long.
And again, you don't need very much money.
Yeah.
Do your research, ask around,
Yeah.
you'll make it work.
As long as you buy quality parts, as long as you don't try to cheap out on stuff like, I don't know, don't get anything from AutoZone or O'Reilly's. Just build your car nice, build your car how you want it to be built. Devin, any last words?
The lower you go, the cooler your car is.
Oh yeah.
Remember that.
Yep.
Remember it.
Even if you have a terrible car, absolutely horrendous car, you slam it, it's valid.
Yes.
I think that's it for the video, you guys. Feel free to always shoot our line with questions, messages.
Message us. Any questions you have. We could probably help you out.
My DMs are always open on Instagram.
Do we want to hit next week's video? Do we have a plan for
Yeah.
that?
Next week's video, we are gonna be going to the junkyard, possibly fixing up Tyler's new car. Yeah. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate the support. Drop a sub if you're not subscribed. Drop a like if you haven't yet. Hey, we love you guys.
Check us out next time.
We'll see you guys later. Peace.